This is Glamour T. James in another sunny edition of the hashtag Glamour Report. Here we are with big boob sensation, the very busty and very beautiful and very talkative Bella.
Hello.
Hi Bella, welcome to the Glamour Report.
Thank you.
You're not a full-time model.
No, I am not.
What occupies the rest of your days then when you're not shooting?
So predominantly I am a student, full-time in Wales. So that preoccupies quite a lot of time, although I don't do as much work as I should. And I also have a job as a waitress, and I also work for an animal charity working with dogs, which is, well, doesn't feel like a job because, you know, who doesn't love playing with dogs all day?
Well, yeah.
So that takes up quite pretty much all of my time.
And what made you consider modelling then as a sideline to all of that? Sounds like you're busy anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it all started like with creating a Twitter a couple of years back. I mean, I'd had like suggestions, obviously, like I'm very busty and
Oh, I hadn't noticed, really.
yeah, I mean, it's not usually the first thing people notice.
Lean forward, let's have a look. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I guess like it'd always been an idea, and then I was kind of like in between jobs and just wanted to be able to like sort of be in control of making my own extra income. So that's when I started my Twitter and like doing like Snapchat and now OnlyFans and things like that. So yeah, I guess I just didn't really think of myself as a model particularly, and then, you know, when I got a lot of interest from photographers and companies, I guess I thought, why not give it a shot and see and if I enjoy it, and it's good so far.
It's pretty cool because it's a refreshing way of doing things, because your tweets, which are quite intriguing really, because they're mostly censored previews of what people can expect to find on your OnlyFans,
Right.
which is great, you know, from a commercial point of view. It's really impressive. But what I've noticed is that you've retained total control of all the images and videos, and you've built up an impressive following. Well, what are you at now? 5, 6?
No, just under 10k.
10?
Yeah.
10?
I think I'm like 300 or something off
Right.
it, so yeah, but it's been around 9k for a short
Right.
while recently.
So there you go, 10,000 followers. And most new models or wannabe or aspiring models that trying to break through into the scene, they still seem to get swallowed up by the mainstream agents.
Right.
So I guess I'm saying, has there been a determined effort on your part to resist that, to steer clear of agents, and you've been able to retain your independence?
Yeah, I'd say I'm quite an independent person in a lot of aspects of my life anyway. So that is definitely something that's fairly important to me. But I wouldn't say I was like resisting the agencies, but I've obviously been open to opportunities that present themselves to me. But you know, at the moment it was right for me to just control my own image and control how my work goes out. That was just what I've been most comfortable with, and it's just it's just about what I've been comfortable with. Basically, it's taken me a while to get to this point of being in front of someone else's camera rather than my iPhone.
Yeah, and you're clearly, I can tell by the way you're talking, you're clearly an educated, a highly intelligent woman. What are your views then on exhibiting your physical being, your body, in a way that could potentially lead to objectification? Do you reconcile this as an artistic and empowering way, or does it create concerns in your mind about how your images and clips might be received?
It's a very deep question. Going on the philosophical scale.
That's what we do here at the Glamour Report. It's all about philosophy and female beauty.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, I guess there's like a conflict of interest there. But to me, I find it enjoyable and empowering. So for me personally, you know, it's more artistic and creative, and especially when I'm doing it myself, I can be, you know, I can set my own levels of what I feel is artistic and, you know, tasteful. I can understand for some people though that obviously each their own. For some people it wouldn't be, you know, comfortable for them, and to them it might seem demeaning, but as long as, you know, I think the model's always comfortable, consenting, and understands the full picture of what's going on, then I think it's always okay. I don't have too much of a conflict of interest with it. Maybe at first.
Because another thing that's really impressed me about you in our sort of correspondence that we've had, sort of planning this shoot and just discussing things generally, is how clued up you are, how you've clearly set about in a very controlled way to do your research about how the industry is, and you're under no illusion. Like a lot of models sadly do get taken for a ride, do get promised things by others with a more commercial motivation to I suppose the word is to exploit them, quite frankly. And then they get disillusioned, and then they get out of it. And then they get a bit pissed off that their boobs are all over the internet. And I have a certain degree of sympathy in that people perhaps should have just sat them to one side, put a caring arm around them, and explained things a bit better, how it works, what this is all about.
Yeah, it's definitely a shame. I mean, I think there's a lot of girls who, if they got, like, you know, been guided in a better direction, maybe they would have had a better experience, and they would be, you know, like, happy in the industry. I think for me, like, usually I'm actually quite a spontaneous person. Like, I go on lots of spontaneous trips and do spontaneous things, but I guess when it comes to something like more serious like this, because it is a serious choice to decide, like, I'm going to take my top off, and then that image is going to be out there, especially with the internet now, like, anyone can see it.
Forever.
So, yeah, exactly. So, I guess in that sense, I tried to, like, take my time to think about it, and also to consider opportunities quite carefully. I think some people are presented with opportunities and just grab the first thing that comes to them, whereas I was just a bit more cautious, I guess, with what came my way.
And because you are in the driving seat, your strategy appears to be, correct me if I'm wrong, to build up...
You're wrong.
It wouldn't be the first time.
And it won't be the last.
You appear to have built up an impressive social media following, and you're carrying on with that, and you seem to be very nice to everybody, which is good.
Yeah. And
you build up a reputation slowly, I guess. Before attempting any form of published work, I realise you've had a test shoot, but it was only recently, wasn't it, that you've actually started to get into stuff that, you know, many other new models would perhaps be swept along with in week one, but you've taken the time to look into it, decide who you want to shoot with, and I should just add at this point that in that regard, I'm very honoured, absolutely delighted that you've agreed to shoot with me. Certainly one of the smaller guys in this big wide world. But have you been approached, badgered, or even pressured by photographers, producers, and what's made you cautious about their advances?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I've spoken with big companies before, and small and big have approached me, and independent photographers as well. And really, I never say no straight away. I always listen to what people have to say. I think it's like, you know, you might miss something great if you don't give people an opportunity. So I have had people present opportunities, and I've said no quite politely, or I said not at the moment. And then, sometimes people don't like hearing the word no, which is fair enough. We all maybe don't like rejection. But I think there's definitely a way to go about it. I said no to you at first. I think I was like, but you know, like, if someone's polite about it and not forceful, then it's fine. But yeah, I've had some repeat DMs to the point where you have to just block someone, because it's like, what else can you do? There's only so many times you can say no politely before you start to get I'm not a tempered person, like, I don't lose my temper, but before it gets to the point where, you know, you just want to shout at them, really. Like, this isn't how to do business. No, like it's not. That's not how you get someone. You know, like.
As a point of historical fact, you didn't actually say no to me,
sorry.
although a great many models do. You actually said, I'm very busy with my exams this summer,
Yeah.
and then I'm travelling.
I do use that as an excuse sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a pseudo no, was it?
No. I always
wait and see.
Yeah, I always say wait and see to a lot of companies because I guess I never know if I'm going to change my mind. But yeah.
But then I'm going to give you
very quickly. Some of them have turned into no. Because if you say I'm not sure at the moment instead of the correct answer, which is okay, well, you know, just let us know when you're ready. You know, it's been like, wow, hang on a second, you know, we're a big company and you should be honoured, you know, to have our interest and you should shoot for us. We're offering you loads of money. Like, it's not even about the money, it's, you know, if the attitude's not right.
It's got to feel right.
Yeah, if the attitude's not right, the attitude's not right.
But I'll give you the opportunity to set the record straight. Because
Okay.
you did come back to me, didn't you, and say,
Yes.
hey, let's shoot.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. I'll give you a chance.
Thank
you
you.
seem okay.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
Still got a bit of time to go.
What we're going to do after lunch.
Yeah, after lunch.
The special vegan biscuits.
Yes.
Hashtag shoots for sweets.